Hi, this is Jeff Smith. I'm with Addict to Athlete. I just wanted to give a little short summary here about our county to county run this year, 2015. It was all about pushing these kids that have special needs, disabled children who love the thrill of racing, and they've got these chairs that are modified lightweight chairs that they use to do triathlons, and people push them through marathons and different events like that. The kid in particular we were raising money for this year, his name is Reese. I guess the chair he has is in need for a lot of repairs, and so we were raising money this year to help him out with his chair. I guess he's done like about 130 something races, which is super cool. It's so inspiring to help these kids out that wish that they could do what we do, and when we run and cross that finish line, we get that thrill of crossing the finish line, and they're able to witness that from the power of our legs that we give to them. And so it's really super cool to help them out. And the county to county run is something that Addict to Athlete has done for 4 years, and this is the 4th year. Originally it was to raise awareness for recovery, and so people would see us running down with our Addict to Athlete shirts on, and you know, seeing what we do in the community, that we're out there living sober lives and being physically fit, and it just kind of raises their awareness to that. And this year it was a lot different because we were out there not only raising awareness to sobriety and recovery, but these addicts that are turned athletes now are out there helping those that are in need, helping these special needs kids, substituting our legs to help them is a new concept this year. And so it was super cool to be able to help out with that. And so the way society is viewing us now is not only as recovering addicts that have used physical fitness to stay clean and sober, but now these recovering addicts are out there helping people that are in much more need than we ever were. And so that is way awesome, and I totally wanted to be a part of that this year. We started out in Nephi and ran all the way to Farmington, which is roughly about 130, almost 130 miles, I think it was. I was fortunate enough to push 3 of these kids. One of their names is Kendra, Carlos, and Izzy. By time I ran probably about like between like 15 and 20 miles, we met up with a small girl named Kendra. She was in a stroller. We pushed her for a ways for a few miles, switched off to another boy named Carlos. He was in just a regular wheelchair. None of these guys, but it wasn't able to push none of the racing modified chairs yet, and so these strollers and these wheelchairs, they were just a regular wheelchair. And so we pushed him up the hill. It was super hot, about like 95 degrees or something like that. Going into this, I pretty much planned on being there from start to finish, and so I wasn't going to try to cover the entire mileage, and my endurance isn't up to what it used to be, so I knew I couldn't cover the entire mileage anyways. But just jumping in and out whenever I could, running with various athletes along the way, and whenever I got a chance to help push one of these kids in the stroller and in the wheelchair, it was a lot harder than it looks, but it seriously was a gratifying push. I was so exhausted and so tired, but it really was a different feeling knowing that it wasn't I wasn't tired just from pushing myself, but I was tired from helping these kids out as well. And so it was the runner's high you get after running a long distance. I not only had that, but I also had that high of helping out somebody else in need, especially right there at the finish line. It was right there at the end when we had Reese. We pushed him. I wasn't able to push him. There was a lot of other people taking turns with him at the end, but I did jump out for the last mile on the second day. I was pretty beat up and pretty tired from running for 2 days, and it was pretty hot, but I jumped out and helped run with him into the finish line. So that was really neat. And other than that, I just wanted to let you know what it felt like to push yourself for something other than just yourself. It was super cool. I think the biggest thing I learned out of this whole thing was you know, no matter how tired and how exhausted you can get, sometimes it's just not all about yourself, you know. These kids they wish that they could feel that way. They wish that they could get to the point where they are tired and exhausted from running and being as coordinated and being able to push themselves like a pro runner or a marathon runner. They can experience that when they cross the finish line. You can see it on their face when they have that big happy grin on their face, and it's just amazing to be able to do that. And so one thing that I did notice was not only how happy they were when you were pushing them along, just feeling, I'm sure they were probably imagining that they were running at the time, but as hard as it was for me to push them along, as many miles as I had in, I was tired, I was hurting. They can also feel that as well. They can feel what you're feeling, you can tell, and they can experience that. So it's just one thing that surprises me is, out of all of this that we've done, we really didn't raise that much money. We need $6,000 to help get a new chair for Reese, and we're just only a drop in the bucket. So I really hope that people can you know, pay attention to what I'm saying and maybe feel a little bit what I'm feeling, and you know, click on the link and donate what you can. Every little bit helps. We need to come up with $6,000 to help these kids and help Reese get a new chair so that he can continue to do this. And what's left of Reese's chair will probably be donated to a newer beginner or something, or one of the other kids that wants to get involved in it. But yeah, I just wanted to make a short little clip about my experience with this whole county to county run that we had this last weekend. Thanks.